Sorry about that. Don't mean for you to have to see that. Don't have all my overlays perfect, but we are live. Everybody, I just want to welcome you to week 6 of our 3PG UMP Hustlers. This is our first week of the playoffs as well. Our field was cut down to 12 playoff drivers after last week's showdown over at Lima Land in 75 laps, and we bring it here to Lucas Oil for a 30 lap showdown tonight. Round 1 of our playoffs is going to be a 2-week format. Week 1 today, and week 2 of that will be next week at Port Royal. Based off the point standings for these 12 drivers between those 2 weeks, we will cut from 12 drivers to 8. Very similar to the NASCAR chase format, if you guys are familiar with that for reference. After that, we'll go 2 more weeks for round 2 and cut from 8 drivers to 4, and then from there we will go with our 4 drivers into our championship night. What you're looking at right now is our qualifying session going on as we take a look. Matt Fletchell is currently our pole, but it looks like Ty Williams is on the track right now in the number 3 car, so we'll take a look at him. Looks like Ty Williams in his first lap was about a tenth of a second behind Matt Fletchell, running it looks like about a 15.02, as he's still going to be our pole sitter. Tyler Bigford sitting in that second place position. Got multiple drivers on the track right now going out to qualify. 3 laps of qualifying out there as always here at 3PG. So we take a look at the number 37 car, Brandon Marlowe. Looks like Brandon Marlowe is sitting about 16, about a tenth and a half behind our leader right now. Very stout field. You're pretty much looking at 2/10 of a second between first and sixth. Even less, so you're looking at pretty much almost a tenth of a second between the whole field right now. 7 drivers went out to qualify, and now you're really seeing the rest of the field start to come out. Let's take a look at some of the rest of our drivers. As we got the 65 car, James Murphy, our regular season champion, going out right now, and he's currently sitting as your pole sitter with a 14.84. Grady Erneman right behind him, sitting about 400th of a second behind, and Stephen Gaines, a newcomer as well, along with Grady Erneman. He's sitting about 600th of a second behind him. Dustin Price in that 33 car, we'll take a look at him. It looks like he just jumped into that 3rd place spot, sitting about a half-tenth of a second behind our leader. Got a very stout field tonight. We're talking about 2/10 of a second between 1st and 12th. There's really not much room for error. I mean, it's not very many times in an actual big car race like this, especially the UMP modifieds. I mean, we're talking about 2/10 of a second difference here. This is something you would see in a go-kart race, if anything. Not exactly a big car race, but it's going to make for a heck of a field. As qualifying goes ahead and gets wrapped up, let's take a look at our top 5. Looks like it's going to be James Murphy, Grady Erneman in the 43 car, the 33 at Dustin Price, the '07 of Stephen Gaines will be in 4th, and Matt Fletchell in that 26 car is going to be in your 5th place position. Colton Zimmer in the number 20 car is going to be sitting in 6th. The 11 of Tyler Bigford will be in 7th. 51 car of Jacob Lassiter will be sitting in that 8th place spot. 9th will be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe, and rounding out our top 10 will be the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Rounding out the field is going to be the 99 car of Tristan Sykes and the 96 car of Daniel Brady. So like I said, we got about 2/10 of a second between 1st and 12th. Who do you guys think's going to win tonight? Who's your pick going to be? I got it right last week with James Murphy, and he's normally my pick to win it every single race, but I think I'm going to change it up tonight, guys. I think tonight's winner is going to be a newcomer here at 3PG. First year being in, I'm going to go with the '07 car of Stephen Gaines. That's going to be my early prediction pick. We'll go ahead and see who's going to get it done once it's all said and done as we wait and get ready for our first heat. As you guys noticed with our league races, we had a pretty decent car count for pretty much the whole season to this point, so we did end up running 3 heats. I believe with the way it's set up, we will only be running 2 heats from this point forward, so it should definitely speed up the show a little bit as well. Definitely help out cutting back with some of the cautions, and everything should be a nice smooth night for everybody. While we wait and going, while we wait to go into Heat 1, just wanted to go into a couple of our sponsors that help out with us every week. Obviously, Bender Designs. Bender Designs has been helping us with graphic work, anything from doing our day-to-day race flyers, car wraps, anything you could think of that requires any kind of artistic design or ability. Go ahead and give them a call, shoot them a message on Discord. They'll be able to take care of you. Also want to thank Troy's Auto Detailing and everything they do for us as well. Cleanest modifieds in the game. And if you're in the Ohio area, we can take care of any car detailings for you as well. Other than that, definitely want to thank everybody over at Regal Promotions and everything they do to help us out as well. Hearts Racing Innovations, definitely want to thank everything they do and help us out with as well. If you need anything, if any racing needs whatsoever, go ahead and give them a call, hit them up in Discord. And anybody else I might be forgetting that helps us out, we do appreciate you guys as well. Other than that, that should pretty much take up the couple minutes we were waiting for everybody to grid. We should be getting ready to go racing. We're going to have 8-lap heats tonight, and like I said, we're going to have 2 of them. Everybody should end up making the A main with only 12 cars coming for the playoffs, and this should be a very interesting showdown. We're going to have 30 laps in our A main. Who do you guys think is going to win? Like I said, I think Steven Gaines is going to get it done at the end of the day, but we got a long time before our A main. We're just now getting into the first heat. Sitting in that pole position is going to be the number 65 car of James Murphy. Sitting outside pole is going to be the number 33 car of Dustin Price. Sitting in that 3rd place car is going to be the number 26 of Matt Fletchel. Sitting in 4th place is going to be, is that the 90... Oh, I got the cars wrong. I apologize. I thought it was the 97 of Daniel Brady. But we'll get caught back up with our leader. And I'll go ahead and get it as everybody crosses the line for us. Start zone is going to be in the middle at 3 and 4 as we come down the back stretch. It's going to be right around that 2nd tire as everybody can see going into it as we get ready to go in the 1 to green. Green flag racing this time by. James Murphy's going to lead them around. There we go, we're green flag racing. James Murphy's going to lead him around going to the front stretch into turn 1. He takes the low line. Dustin Price looks like he's staying kind of toward the middle. It looks like the low line's going to be the preferred line as we go into turn 3. That number 26 car of Matt Fletchel trying to make as much work as he can going on the inside. He's trying to get around Dustin Price and go for 2nd. As he does that, it's just making it easier and easier for James Murphy in that number 65 car. Dustin Price looks like he's trying to take it on the outside, going as high as up to the cushion. Starting to get a little bit of speed up there, though. That might be able to make it work. Single file racing, pretty much going 1st through 4th. James Murphy is going to elect for the low line. Dustin Price starting to get a run. They touch. They get into the wall. Combos. There's a spin. That's going to be our first caution, I believe, of the night. Heat number 1, about halfway through, 4 laps of 8. Looks like James Murphy, Dustin Price, Matt Fletchel all kind of bottleneck and get into each other. Let's take a better look at that. Let me go ahead and get it going slow motion for you guys. It looks like what starts it all is there's contact between the 65 and the 33 car of James Murphy and Dustin Price. When that happens, I don't know if they end up getting slowed up, but it looks like the 26 and the 33 end up getting into each other. Kind of a bottleneck effect. Maybe the that's Tyler Bigford in the 07. I couldn't figure out who that was earlier. Looks like Tyler Bigford might have had a little bit of influence in that as well. Not a lot of time for everybody to check up, and that's what's going to cause our very first caution of the night in our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers. Ooh, Brandon Marlin at 37. Unfortunately getting a nice little hit in there as well. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders. Like I said, for anybody new to the stream, just want to welcome anybody joining in. This is our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers. We are in week 6 of 10. It's actually our first week of the playoffs as well. What you're watching is heat number 1 of our... Should only be 2 heats tonight, actually. So you're watching heat number 1 of 2 before we get ready for our 30-lap A main. The number 65 car, James Murphy, looks to be your leader right now. It looks like there was a bad caution earlier. Dustin Price, Matt Fletchell, James Murphy, pretty much your whole top 5 was involved. I think Tristan Sykes is probably the only car that actually stayed clear of it in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, race control looks like they're getting everything sorted out. A little bit of time for cars to get repaired if needed as we get ready to go green. What's at stake right now? Heat number 1. Whoever wins this race is going to have inside pole for our A main. And everybody wants to fight as far as they can because we're going to have 12 playoff drivers, and first through 12th was separated by 0.2 of a second. Talk about some close racing, and I think that's how it's going to be top to bottom for this whole entire night.
Murphy to the rear, please.
I completely forgot that's still on. Oop. Alrighty. There we go. Sorry about that. I didn't realize we actually had the sessions audio and all that still on. So we'll go ahead and get caught back up and see what is going on. Looks like, as you heard, Murphy to the rear. It looks like for that specific caution, James Murphy was the one that was put to the back of it. So it looks like Dustin Price is going to lead him around with 1 to go. Green flag racing, here we go. Dustin Price is going to be the one to lead him around. Tyler Bigford in that second place position, trying to see what he can do as we're halfway through heat number 1. Tristan Sykes, like I said, he was the only car that did not have any damage or get involved in that last caution, and he went from last to third, already sitting in a podium position for our first heat. As we come around turn number 4, 2 laps to go. Dustin Price will be your leader. Tyler Bigford in second. Tristan Sykes in third. Brandon Marlowe, Matt Fletchell, and James Murphy will round out the back. There's going to be our second caution of the night. Let's take a look and see what happened. Looks like James Murphy is in the pit. Looks like James Murphy and Matt Fletchell ended up getting into each other, and that's what caused that caution. So we'll go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we get ready to go green. Alright, as we get ready to go green, I believe we're getting that 1 to green call right now. Pace truck should be getting ready to go out on the truck. There they go. Dustin Price is going to lead them around going into turn 1. Tyler Bigford in second. Tristan Sykes in third. Brandon Marlowe in fourth. And Matt Fletchell, it looks like, is in that 5th place position. As we get ready and get lined up as we go down the back stretch, Dustin Price is going to lead them around. Who do you guys think is going to get heat number 1? Dustin Price and Tyler Bigford have been battling it out since they got to the front. Let's see who's going to get it. Green flag racing. We got about 2 laps to go this time by. Dustin Price and Tyler Bigford, I think, are going to be the only 2 that have a shot at it. Tristan Sykes trying to do everything he can to make his way around on that outside line, but all it's doing is helping Dustin get a little bit farther ahead. White flag this time by. Dustin Price has a pretty nice little lead, about 3/4 of a second ahead. It looks like it's going to be pretty much single file racing coming into the finish here. Number 33 car, Dustin Price, is going to be your winner for heat number 1. Second place is going to be the 11 of Tyler Bigford, and third will be the 99 of Tristan Sykes. Sitting in 4th place will be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Matt Fletchell will round out your top 5, and James Murphy will round out the heat. Heat number 2 we got coming up right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at who's going to be representing us in this one. Alrighty. As we go ahead and wait for our second heat to get started, we're going to go ahead and go over who's in it. Starting in our pole position is going to be the number 43 car of Grady Earnman. Sitting outside pole is going to be the guy I picked to win the whole thing tonight, the 07 of Stephen Gaines. Sitting in 3rd place is going to be last year's champion, the number 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Sitting in 4th place will be another 3PG veteran, the number 51 of Jacob Lassiter. Sitting in 5th place is another 3PG veteran, the number 3 car of Ty Williams. Another guy that's been around here for a while with 3PG, the number 96 of Daniel Brady. Honestly, a pretty stacked heat from top to bottom. Not sure who's going to win this once it's all said and done as we get ready to get lined up for our first heat. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know in the chat. If you want me to go ahead and give you a guess, since, you know, I'm the only one that's seen probably most of these races. Stephen Gaines is a very strong pick, but Grady Earnman, I think, has something to prove. He hasn't won a race since our recruitment races, so I think he's going to have something for everybody tonight as we get ready to go green. On the green this time by, the pace truck lights are out as we get ready to go 2x2, going around the track one more time. As you can see, that track is starting to slick off a little bit in 3PG fashion. We are not resetting it, we're not changing. I don't care if the track turns into asphalt for the feature, we're going to let it run as we get ready and lead him down the backstretch. The 43 car, Grady Earnman, it's his track. He's got until the second tire, he can fire it there or wait till the green. What's he do? He goes quickly. There he goes down the front stretch. Stephen Gaines gets a heck of a start beside him. Goes. We go green flag racing. Ooh, looks like a touch. Looks like there's some contact. That opens the door for Jacob Lassiter and Colton Zimmer. We're 4 wide coming out of turn 2. Colton Zimmer, the biggest recipient out of that one. Ty Williams in the 3 car trying to make something happen on that low line. There's contact. They make it through. A lot of fighting going on. 3 wide in turn 1. Colton Zimmer is going to lead him around on the outside. Stephen Gaines in the middle trying to make it work. He goes on the low line to battle Zimmer. And we got Grady Earnman and Ty Williams in a battle for third. We're going to be coming around halfway up our second heat this time by. Colton Zimmer is going to be your leader. Stephen Gaines and Grady Earnman are going to round out the top 3. Ty Williams trying to make something happen in fourth, and Daniel Brady will round out your top 5. That outside line is really quick. Zimmer's doing his best to pull away, but Stephen Gaines is right there on his bumper doing everything he can to try to make something happen. We're watching slider and crossover each turn between Zimmer and Gaines. Gaines goes in for the slider. Colton goes in and crosses him as they come around two laps to go this time by. They calm down with the sliders for a second as they go 2x2 racing. Zimmer's going to build a little bit of speed. Does he throw it or do they hold? He throws it. White flag this time by. It's Gaines and Zimmer who's going to win heat number 2. Gaines doing everything he can on that high line. Does Zimmer throw the slider? Does he stay low? Looks like he throws the slider. Gaines went too high. Goes off the track. Zimmer takes heat 2. Really good racing top to bottom there. Colton Zimmer, Grady Ernman, Stephen Gaines will round out your top 3. Ty Williams in 4th. In normal third-party gaming fashion, we just want to thank the fans, the drivers, race control, everybody that helps and makes this happen. We just want to give everybody a chance to say thank you, and the drivers like to do that as well, as we get ready to get lined up for our third-party gaming 4-wide salute. The 4-wide salute here at 3PG has always been kind of a unique ritual we have done before every single race. It's one of the best looking things I think in racing, as well as we're going to watch the drivers pace around 4 wide for a couple laps here. Again, I do want to thank some of the sponsors as we wait for some of these drivers to get lined up. Of course, there's going to be Bender Designs, Arts Racing Innovations, HRI, Troy's Auto Detailing, Regal Promotions, anybody else I'm not thinking of. I mean, there's so many people that helps us make this go on, so we just want to thank you guys as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, folks. Like I said, it's one of my favorite things in racing. The third-party gaming 4-wide salute. And there they go. As always, we usually will eventually let them take off and take advantage of the track and go ahead and warm up. We're going to go ahead and take a 2-minute intermission while we wait and let everything kind of settle out and get ready as we go live for our 30-lap A main. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and throw them in that chat. Other than that, I'm happy you guys are here, and let's get ready for a great showdown. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and see how many we're inverting, actually.
Can we see it?
How many we invert?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you not do it yet?
We're inverting full field, boss.
Did you get an F? Holy shit, that's gonna be wild.
Yep.
Alright. Well, we'll go ahead and check that out. Full field invert.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit, I'm excited. Alright everybody, you heard it there first. Anybody wondering what that was? We always do our Wheel of Doom spin for everybody, where we spin a pretty much spinner on a wheel, and you'll have anything from 2 cars, 4 cars, 6 cars, 8 cars, or F for full invert. And that's how we do our inverts for the feature. We always do it during the warm-up, so that way drivers can't try to pre-plan where they're going to be for the heat races. That way they always give their best effort. Like I said, we got a full invert for tonight's race. So before this even kind of starts, let's go ahead and go over it. And I'm going to do it the cheap, lazy way this time and see where everybody's going to be starting for our feature. It's actually going to be just like this. Your pole sitter after the invert is going to be the 96 car of Daniel Brady. Sitting in outside pole is going to be the 65 car of James Murphy. Second row is going to be the 51 car of Jacob Lassiter. Second row outside will be the 26 car of Matt Fletchell. Third row inside will be the 3 car of Ty Williams. Third row outside will be the 37 of Brandon Marlowe. Fourth row inside will be the number, where'd he go? 7 car of Stephen Gaines. Fourth row outside will be the 99 of Tristan Sykes. Rounding out your 9th place position will be the 43 of Grady Earnman. Sitting in your top 10 and 10th place will be the 11 of Tyler Bigford. And rounding out your field will be your heat race winners Colton Zimmer and Dustin Price. We got a very, very big wrench in here thrown with that invert. Who do you guys think is going to take advantage? My pick, Stephen Gaines, is not exactly looking like probably the best pick anymore because he's, a little bit closer to the back, but he's got a lot of drivers in front of him I think he could take advantage of. Who knows? Is he going to do it? Is Dustin Price going to take the field on completely from the back and get through? Or is a driver that maybe didn't have such a good heat, like let's say a James Murphy, maybe sneaking away to the front and getting away from the field real quick? I think there's so much that can happen here in 30 laps. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and get caught up with our pole sitter, the 96 car of Daniel Brady. This might be the best thing that's happened to Daniel Brady since he's came to 3PG. I tell you what, had a pretty good showing in the regular season. I don't know if he was really expecting to be where he is right now, but man, he could really take advantage of this and make a name for himself and make something happen. Yeah, there's really a lot of cars that can do that. Say the 51 car of Jacob Lassiter, talk about getting ready to go to the second round strong. Or even the 26 of Matt Fletchel. Or the 3 car of Ty Williams could really take advantage. If he had a fast car in that second heat, there was just a lot of strong drivers that could really help him being in front of the field. There's a lot of things that can happen here as we get ready to go 1 to green. Pace truck lights are off. Daniel Brady is about to lead him around as we come around the backstretch. Who do you guys think is going to win? Let me know in the chat. Oh, I thought they were going green right there. Looks like we're right now going 1 to green as the pace truck lights are off. Now as we lead them down the backstretch, we get ready to go 1 to green. It's going to be Daniel Brady and James Murphy. Who's going to lead them around lap number 1? We got 30 laps in this A main, and here we go. Daniel Brady with a heck of a start as he comes around. James Murphy trying to make the outside work as we come around turn number 1. 2-3 wide racing going on in the backstretch as they come out of turn 2. Daniel Brady's going to lead them around in lap number 1, and we're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. That's going to be our first yellow of the night. Who is that? It looks like Colton Zimmer is potentially involved. Let's see what happened there. Oh, sorry, I gotta slow it down. I'm too quick. All right, let's get a rear chase. Let's get a far chase. All right, we'll do a slow motion and see what happened. It looks like there was some contact between Tyler Bigford and the car in front of him. It looks like it's going to be Grady Earnman. I don't know if that influenced anything, but it looks like Colton Zimmer and Stephen Gaines got into each other, got Colton Zimmer turned around into the infield, and that's going to be what caused your first caution. So now that I actually saw it, let's go ahead and watch it one more time. So that is going to bring out the first caution of our A main tonight for our 30 lapper here at Lucas Oil. Let's go ahead and get caught back up with our leaders as we get ready to go green flag racing. So we didn't technically get a lap in. As you guys can see from my overlay of the scorecard, it still shows what everybody was positioned at before the invert. So if you pretty much want an idea where everybody's placed at right now, 12th is your leader, and 1st is in last. So as we get ready to go green flag racing, we'll wait for the overlays to catch up. As you can see, we use overlays from simracingapps.com. Free overlays, pretty simple for anybody to use, and honestly, they work really well for us. I need to get a little bit better with them, and I can make the quality of life a little, nicer for everybody. But for just starting out, they're great overlays for everybody to use. Um, as we sit here and get ready to go green flag racing, like I said, we didn't even get a lap in, and we got our first caution. So you got to flip the scoreboard around to really see where our standings are. Who do you guys think's going to win tonight? Base trucks are off. We are going green this time by Daniel Brady and James Murphy are still your leaders. Jacob Lassiter and Ty Williams still sitting in the second row. Who do you guys think's going to get it done? Daniel Brady got a heck of a start last time. I know he would love to imitate that and at least get more than one caution down, or one lap down before caution. Can he get it done again? James Murphy caught it a little bit better, but Daniel Brady gets a heck of a start as he comes through turn 1. Ty Williams, it looks like he's going to get around for that third place position as we're 3 wide coming out of turn 2. James Murphy trying to get around for the lead on the inside. Daniel Brady sitting on the outside. Ty Williams on the low line trying to make it work. 3 wide coming out of turn 4. James Murphy, I think, is going to lead it, but Daniel Brady's doing everything he can to try to catch up. A lot of tight racing going on for the lead as we got James Murphy, Daniel Brady, and Ty Williams fighting for the front right now. A lot of contact going on the outside line. James Murphy's pushed off the track. He's able to get back on. It looks like he's still in that third, fourth place position. Matt Fletchel able to take advantage of that right there as they come around. Ty Williams in that 3 car is going to be your leader. Not really sure what's going on with the overlays right now, not going to lie to you. I don't know if somebody somehow got a lap down or something like that, or what exactly happened. But it looks like a couple different things have gotten goofed up. Looks like Ty Williams, your leader, almost says he's a lap down, along with Daniel Brady and James Murphy, so we'll have to get all that edited and fixed. But Race Control, I'm sure, is taking care of all that. We got all that for reference. Ty Williams is your leader, Daniel Brady in second, James Murphy in third. Matt Fletchel able to make something happen on the low line. Looks like James Murphy might have made contact with the outside wall. Ty Williams is still leading them 8 laps in. Daniel Brady's starting to make some ground back as he's trying to get that lead position back after that invert. They touch, there's contact. Ty was able to take advantage, it looks like. A lot of movement going on in that 3rd through 7th place position. As you can see, kind of, it looks like it's going to be Tyler Bigford, Dustin Price kind of leading the front of that. Jacob Lassiter in the 51. A lot of contact going on behind them. 3 wide between Brandon Marlowe. I think it might have been Stephen Gaines, actually. James Murphy, Tyler Bigford. We got a position change going on for the lead right now. It looks like Matt Fletchel is going to take your lead over Ty Williams in that 3 car. Matt Fletchel sitting on that mid to outside line, and it looks like he's starting to walk away with it. 11 laps in of our 30-lap feature. A lot of racing left to go on, but as we get a green flag run going, looks like Matt Fletchel's starting to pull away. Ty Williams still sitting in that 2nd place position, that number 3 car, and the 33 at Dustin Price is starting to make his way around. That must be a new wrap by the 33 car, Dustin Price. I remember seeing, I believe it's normally a blue and white modified. That's a very slick looking wrap, it looks like. And the red, gold, and white number 33 car. Big battle going on for second place right now, as you can see, between the number 3 car and the 33 of Ty Williams and Dustin Price. The 96 of Daniel Brady's going to try to see what he can do, and Jacob Lassiter is trying to make something happen on that inside line. As all this is happening, you can see on the outside, the 26 of Matt Fletchel is about 2 to 3 seconds ahead. As you can see him about a half turn ahead of everybody. Three wide racing going on for that 4th place position right now between Jacob Lassiter, James Murphy, and Daniel Brady. Oop, a lot of contact going on in the front stretch. Looks like everybody's able to keep it together. Still looks like a lot of tight racing going on behind them between Jacob Lassiter, Daniel Brady, and James Murphy. A lot of really tight racing top to bottom. Matt Fletchel, Ty Williams, Dustin Price is going to be your top 3, but after that, there's a lot of contact in the back. It looks like James Murphy, was that Stephen Gaines? Nope, it was Grady Ehrman. James Murphy and Grady Ehrman ended up having contact on the backstretch. Hopefully both of their modifieds are okay, because those are two very strong competitors moving their way through the field. Go ahead and get caught back up with our leader right now, the 26 car of James Murphy. And just to give for perspective real quick, everybody, this is your lead we have right now between the 26 to the 3 car of Dustin Price and Matt Fletchel. Ty Williams is up there as well, as you can see in the 3. I don't know what's going on with the overlays. I guess we got a couple cars a lap down. Obviously, we know where everybody's positioned, and we can fix that as well. But the 26 car of Matt Fletchel has got a whole entire straightaway on the field. Last thing he wants to see is a caution. I don't know if he's going to get it or not. You got a lot of cars fighting for a lot of positions behind him. Matt Fletchel, like I said, starting to play with some clean air, as you got Ty Williams in the 33 car and Dustin Price battling it out for second. Nine to go this time by of our 30-lap A main and our third-party gaming UMP Hustlers. Our Matt Fletchel is leading this thing with about a 3 to 3.5 second gap. Dustin Price is sitting in Ty Williams is sitting in second with Dustin Price in third. James Murphy sitting in that 4th place position, and Stephen Gaines is going to round out your top 5. A lot of really tight racing going on for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place spot. Looks like James Murphy was able to successfully make a pass on the guy I thought was going to win it, the 07 of Stephen Gaines. I need a caution for any hope of that one happening now, unfortunately. The 33 car at Dustin Price really trying to make something happen, as they're all kind of following single file behind Ty Williams in the 3. The 33 ends up making a little bit of a run. He's trying to make that inside line work. Ty goes on the outside, and James is going real high on that outside line, hitting the cushion as we're 5 to go. Out of single file racing, Stephen Gaines trying to make that outside line work and get that position back on James Murphy. Every position matters right now, as these drivers are fighting for the top 8 spots going in the round 2. That's going to happen 2 weeks from today, as next week will be what settles it here in round 1. It's really hard to take your eyes off this racing, but I feel like we got to give our leader some love. The number 26 car of Matt Fletchel. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lead Matt Fletchel has accumulated right now. Go ahead and check out the third-party gaming chopper. Or maybe the blimp would give a better perspective. As I sit here and look at our leader Matt Fletchel in the blimp, there's not another car in the frame. Give you an idea of how dominating of a performance he has right now. As we go 1 degree or 1 lap this time, white flag. It's looking like the next flag is going to end this race. Matt Fletchel. I don't think there's any denying him. He hasn't won a third-party gaming race yet, but guess what? You haven't picked a better time to win one. Matt Fletchel is your Week 6 winner here at Lucas Oil. Your Round 1 playoff winner. Sitting in 2nd place is going to be the 33 car of Dustin Price. 3rd will be the 07 of Stephen Gaines. Or actually, I'm not sure. Let me go back because I forgot the scoreboard was messed up. Let me go ahead and check that properly, because I know Ty Williams was up there as well. So here's going to be your finish for 2nd place on back. Here's them coming out of 4 as we are coming to the line. From what I can see right here, it looks like it's going to be Ty Williams in the 3 car taking your second place position. Third will be Dustin Price in the 33. Fourth will be the 65 at James Murphy. Fifth will be the '07 of Stephen Gaines. Sixth will be the 43 of Grady Ernman. Seventh will be the 20 car of Colton Zimmer. Eighth will be the 11 of Tyler Bigford. Ninth will be the 51 of Jacob Lassiter. And 10th will be the 96 of Daniel Brady. And then rounding out your field will be the 99 of Tristan Sykes and the number 37 car of Brandon Marlowe. Alright, let's go ahead and get caught back up with our unofficial top 3. Going to be Matt Fletchell, Dustin Price, and Stephen Gaines. I'll go ahead and get caught up with them as we interview them in the broadcast booth here shortly, and we'll go ahead and get caught up with what we got next week. Or I'm sorry, Matt Fletchell, Ty Williams, and Dustin Price. Sorry, that overlay keeps fucking with me. There we go.
Justin,
I'm just waiting on
my
the other
worst
two.
track.
I thought you were going to get it done for a minute, and then Matt Fletchell just holy shit.
I didn't have enough for him. I
Well,
was fighting for my life.
so here was the main thing there, and I got everything muted at the moment. As he passed you, the whole field started fighting for a position. He was just clear.
Oh my god, dude, my hardest track. Dude, I knew I should have got off the bottom. I should have just kept it wide and stuck middle.
I don't see anybody. I also have streamer mode enabled. Can you like see if they're in any of the chats?
I see nobody, dude. There's quite literally nobody.
So who is it? Dustin Price,
Dustin
and
Price and
Matt Fletchell.
Yeah. I don't know why it showed me lap down.
Alright, we'll give him a chance to join. There we go. There's one. We'll give like another 60 seconds or so to Dustin. Everybody can
Matt,
talk
good
freely
job.
if you want. I got it muted.
Are you good?
Good job, Matt.
Thanks. After the season I've had, that felt awesome.
Dude, this is my worst track. And when I seen I was in the lead, I'm like, how'd this happen?
You can watch it back on YouTube. It's so funny. Right as you pass for the lead, there's a literal battle for every other position every lap after that. They just never stop, and I'm like, guys, you gotta stop battling. He's just checking out.
Oh,
Well,
dude,
Daniel got into me a little bit, and that's what made Matt catch up.
I had no clue. I didn't even have my relative up. I was like, somebody's got to be getting close to passing me.
You were
The way I
gone.
ran all you.
I mean, like, 4 or 5
God.
seconds checked out in some points.
Me and Dustin were fighting.
Alright, I'm gonna unmute it. I think everybody's seen my interviews or been with them before. I'll do Ty first, then I'll do you. Just a couple questions, and I'll have you thank your sponsors.
Sweet.
Alright. Alright, everybody, we are back. Sorry about that. I have actually our top 2 finishers tonight instead of our top 3. It looks like the 33 car of Dustin Price was not able to join us tonight. So we'll start off with our second place finisher, the number 3 car of Ty Williams. First off, Ty, I thought you were a sprint car driver. I didn't know you could drive UMP Modifieds. How's it feel to get second tonight?
Oh, it actually feels pretty good because Lucas Oil's my worst track. And I've had a lot of bad luck here. And I was definitely nerve-wracking running second with seeing the white flag. I was like, oh, My luck may have changed.
Yeah, you definitely had a good run, that's for sure. And yeah, I know you were kind of one of those cars that almost took advantage of the full field invert as well, because I mean, you really didn't get shuffled too far. You kind of stayed toward the middle, so definitely made for some good racing there. You got any sponsors or anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone at Vanderpool Racing and of course 3PG, William Seal Coating, 25 Enterprises, Vanderpool Construction, all them guys over there.
Perfect. And that is going to be the number 3 car and your second place finisher, Ty Williams. And we're going to go ahead and move over to our winner, Matthew Fletchell in the 26. Matt, I think this is your first ever 3PG with with us tonight. First off, congratulations. Second off, how's it feel to get a win, especially a playoff win at that? I mean, it's got to feel strong going into the final weeks.
I've ran all season with you guys, just had really bad luck, and it felt good to finally get a win. I missed the playoffs by 2 or 3 spots. I was out of the top 12, and then tonight I was like, oh, I'll just get in here. I ain't gonna really run anybody. And then once we got out front, I just let it go.
I didn't even realize that you actually technically weren't even in the top 12 tonight, were you?
Nope,
Or
I
for
was
the
sitting on the
playoffs.
outside looking in.
Man, I tell you what, that's the reason you joined this league, and even if you don't make it, you still join because you're still going to win a little bit of money anyway tonight. You're technically potentially winning more money or the same amount as, the first round out that doesn't get anything. So keep jumping in, keep seeing if you can up that purse money, and like I said, you don't have to make the playoffs to do it. That's awesome. You got any
Yeah.
sponsors you'd like to thank?
Um, NLRA, Speed by D Key, Fusion Setups, SNS Fishing Rental, Nueva Designs, uh, Stephen Gaines. He builds our sets. He's always there to answer questions if we ever have them. Fusion sets are clearly ripping. So that's it.
I'd say you guys are killing it. I mean, there's a reason I run a league. I suck at driving, but I might have to hit them up as well. You guys did really good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's going to be your top 3 drivers. I'll go ahead and get them moved real quick, and we'll go over next week. Perfect. Alrighty, as we get ready for next week, what do we have? We have Port Royal. Port Royal is definitely one of the more interesting tracks. Definitely going to be a lot of tight racing. Very interesting track to watch people throw some sliders at. So I'm very interested to see how it's going to go. We're going to have 45 laps in our A main next week as we finish up round number 1, and we cut our field from 12 drivers to 8. As always, we are going to be live on TikTok at 10 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday nights. I can't wait to see everybody there.